You know, I know you guys saw that documentary on Action Park. You know, again, I only went up there one time, but they went there for you to die. Like, I don't know how many kids broke necks there and ankles, and it was well fucking hidden. They didn't give a fuck. And the kids will probably tell you, you know what, I'm not going to sue the place because I had a good time while I was doing it. I went there to die. You know, all you kids today that are 19, I feel suicidal. Yeah, that's because when you were 15, you didn't play to die. When we went out, you know, we threw snowballs at each other with a rock and they're frozen. We dip it in water. That's 6 fucking stitches right off the fucking bat, you know. I didn't know nothing about playing fucking Monopoly. You ever think I play Monopoly, guys? I'm embarrassed. I play Monopoly before the fucking hotels and I'm bored. That's it. We got to get out. We're sitting in the basement playing fucking Monopoly, buying hotels. What am I, fucking the guy from Virgin? I don't need this shit flying around. I'm a kid. I want to go out and fucking throw records and rocks at people and get chased by people. I played to fucking die. We threw shit. You never heard my stories. We had Mr. Martini. That guy would kill people. I would throw things at him. I would throw things in his I would light pieces of paper on fire and throw them in his fucking basement. Since I'm 6, I'm playing to fucking die. I wasn't playing to fucking have a good time. You want to have a good time? Get yourself a fucking pet chihuahua and a hat with a propeller, and you know, do what you do. But I'm not looking for a good time like that. I'm looking for a good motherfucking time. It's when I get up on stage. I don't go up on stage to fucking die. And that's what happened last Wednesday. My energy just wasn't there. I went up there like talking to him like I'm talking to you here. This ain't no fucking chit-chat. I got to be an animal up on stage. I don't go up on stage to, well, something funny happened to me today. Nothing fucking funny happened. We're going at it today. Let me tell you what fucking happened today. And that's what I was missing from my set last week, too. I didn't have that fucking anger. I was too relaxed. I was too, you know, I got to be worked up to go on stage. I gotta be angry at something. I gotta find something to be angry at. When I was in the 6th grade, that motherfucker borrowed my comb and didn't give it back to me. I gotta get pissed about shit like that. You ever get pissed about something that ain't got nothing to do with the price of eggs? That's me. That's why when I drive to a gig, I like peace. This week, the reason why I have a driver is to help people out, like I told on Patreon, and to just be personal with somebody for a night. These are my nephews. They're young. They've heard things, you know, they don't really get to know me. So I call them up. I say, take me down. I give them a surprise at the end of the night. They're like, I didn't really need that, but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to make somebody's day. I don't have that much time anymore that, you know, because of this fucking COVID, you don't get a chance to make people's day no more. Yeah, I can call, you know, I check in with Dio, I check in with Joe, I check in with the boys, but like I always preach to you guys, you gotta make somebody's day. It's tough when you don't see nobody to make somebody's day. You could call them and giggle. You know, I've given CBD products to neighbors around my house. Like I said, I have been the perfect neighbor so far because this isn't California no more. The people I had as neighbors in California, except for Susie and Ron next to me, were total fucking pukes. I lived in a puke neighborhood. I had Gay Bob up the corner, but nobody liked him because he was fucking gay. You know, in California, they'll live for gay people. But the real crazy gay guy on my block, nobody really liked because he was a little bit too crazy. You know, either you like gay people or you don't. I don't care how they come. That's why when you LGBT people complain about me or crack a joke, you know you're wrong because I love you motherfuckers. And the crazier you are, the more flamboyant, the more I love you. If I saw a gay guy walking down the street with his dick out, I would take a picture of that motherfucker, put it on Twitter, and laugh my ass off. I love all that shit. The gay people I hate are the uptight gay people that think that they got something over you. They think they're special for being gay. No, I ain't got no time for you. The gay friends I have are buck wild. If they get a fucking venereal disease, they just move on. You know what I'm saying? They don't call nobody. They don't send a memo. They're out busting assholes and fucking giving out fucking sandwiches. They don't give a fuck. Anybody read that Rob Halford book yet? Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I was talking to Jimmy about one of the chapters where Rob Halford, I guess, goes to Chicago every year. And every year when he lands for the tour, a guy cuts his hair. And the guy kept busting his balls a little bit every year. Like, hey, when you know how people like sexually come on to you like, hey, so when are you going to give me a go? I guess after like a couple of years of hearing this shit, Rob Halford said, "You want me to go home with you? I'll go home with you." He fucked him so hard he broke his O-ring. The guy had to sit in the hospital for a week with a busted asshole. That's what I wanted to read. That's what's interesting. That's the shit they never put in People magazine. You understand me? For years, all we ever heard was that Richard Gere put a mouse in his ass and went to fucking... They've been telling you the same lie for 30 years about Richard Gere, my man, that poor Buddhist, that he put a mouse up his ass and he had to go to the emergency room in San Francisco and take it out. That's what I've been living on for 20 years. Finally, a new gay guy comes out with a whole new story that he busted somebody's fucking asshole and he put him in the hospital for a week. That's a fucking story right there. Not something I'd like to do, not something I'd like to mimic. I'm not in business to bust people's assholes. That's not what I'm into. I think I've done anal one time. I didn't like it because she was laying there like tapping out. Like, don't do it. It's too much drama. Just stick it in your monkey and let's get this party over with. I got to put Vaseline on my dick or some type of lube and stick it in your ass with a condom. And then you're all jiggly. You're squirming. That's not comfortable. That's not sex. Those porno girls, I don't know how they put a dick in their ass. The guy's banging them and they're smiling. And then their asshole stays open for a fucking hour. I don't know how they do that shit. I don't want to be involved in that shit. That's never been my game. I'm a Catholic. I don't want to fuck nobody up the ass. You know what I'm saying? If these fucking priests want to fuck people, that's their business. I come from a different side of the fucking Catholic spectrum. It was weird. I had to talk with somebody the other day, and they recommended a book to me. And this is the craziest thing I ever heard. I don't even know who recommended this to me. But in these days and times, people come up with the weirdest fucking shit. Somebody was talking to me about that there's either a book or an article or something out about the apostles that instead of drinking wine, they were really drinking like a mushroom juice, and that everything that happened with Jesus, they just saw in their trip. Interesting. I could see that shit happening because I've eaten some edibles. I've been in some situations. I've seen people do some crazy shit, from breathing fire to people's eyes spinning out around their fucking head. I've been there. But to fucking be through a mushroom trip or something that experiences seeing a guy get beat up, crucified, put in a hole, and then floating away. If that exists, can you please let me have some? Because that's just too heavy. I could see if you ate a mushroom and saw Jesus get beat up. Then I'm in with you. But now you're telling me that the reason you saw Jesus turn fucking bread into fish and turn water into wine is because you're on mushrooms?